Top aides can't get off Kamala Harris's sinking ship fast enough. The VP's office hit with yet another major departure after 3 other high-level staffers already said they are leaving. This time, it's Symone Sanders, one of Harris's most trusted advisors and top spokesperson. Sanders reportedly steered Kamala's plan for handling the border crisis, but now she's hitting the road as it looks like Harris's presidential ambitions are sinking. The White House and Kamala defending that shakeup as perfectly normal.
Is the vice president not satisfied with the staffing that she has had so far, or do people just not want to work for her anymore?
Working in the first year of a White House is exciting and rewarding, but it's also grueling and exhausting. It's natural for staffers who have thrown their heart and soul into a job to be ready to move on to a new challenge after a few years.
I love Symone, and I can't wait to see what she will do next. And I know that it's been it's been 3 years of a lot of jumping on and off planes and going around the country, and she works very hard, and I can't wait to see what she'll do next. And I mean that sincerely.
Jesse, I mean that sincerely.
When anybody says that, that means they don't mean that sincerely.
That's like when they say "with all due respect."
What a tell.
Or bless your heart.
Bless your heart.
Bless your heart.
A lot.
As a midwit, I'm going to give you my best analysis here. There's 3 dynamics at play. One, the mainstream media is maneuvering the 2024 Democrat primary. And they're doing it in the first year of Joe Biden's presidency. They're basically saying Joe's toast, this is how we're going to mess around with the field in 2024. It's amazing to watch this happen so soon. And then you have people that can read the writing on the wall. Kamala's not the heir apparent, right? So they're trying to get out before the Kamala stench sinks in too deeply. These people, a lot of them are about resume building. You know these people. You're in D.C. It's about, where you went to college, who you work for in the campaign, what your title is in the VP's office. The minute it looks like she's not going to be the one, they're out. She's also pushing people out. And that's how she's done her thing the whole time she's been in public life. Whenever there's a problem with her, no, it's the staff's problem. Kind of like me in Waters World, right? Yeah. Whenever there's a problem that I cause, it's the producer's fault. Right. And that's what you're seeing. And what you're now seeing is the bench is so thin with Mayor Pete and Kamala, it's going to be like a bloodbath in a couple of years, because you have, I would say, a gay white male intellectual versus a woman of color. And neither of them can win the white working class vote, but neither of them can win the black vote. So, this is going to be the most delicious, divisive drama you could ever imagine. And as Dana says, I'm here for it.
I'm here for all of it.
Great midwit analysis from Jesse Waters. It's a miracle Johnny has not quit on you yet, by the way.
Well, he's not here today.
So Dana, working in any administration is very difficult. Yeah. It's stressful. But as we've seen over the past few months, we've seen a lot of reports leaking out about how terrible her office is, that people are upset. It seems like nothing really happened to change that, and now people are leaving.
So if you think back to her campaign, and then the most recent article, the chaos of her office seems to follow her wherever she goes. And you don't just have like a couple of staffers on background telling reporters, they'll have 30 to 40 sources. Yeah. And so then we found out in August that they were bringing on a new image consultant. And then remember that was when we had the fake space video with the child actors. Yes. And so it's been building. And I imagine a couple of things. First of all, I think Symone Sanders is way talented for her age. She's only 31 years old. Remember, she was also a Bernie Sanders person for a long time, and she worked tirelessly for him. Then in the 2020 election, she swallowed hard and said, I actually want to win, and I think Biden is the one that can do that. So she decided to go with Joe Biden. Now, you saw her, remember, she was actually physically blocking him from protesters at events. Right. She was on television for him every day doing a great job, and she was up for the press secretary job, did not get it, and graciously went over to work for the vice president. I don't know if they ever actually got to know the vice president very well. That's one of the complaints that you can read about in the multitude of blind sources that happens in this administration. However, I would also say this. Many times people who are big campaigners, they go into the White House and it's like, I don't like it because it's such a straitjacket. There's all these rules. And you have to be there on time. And you can't freelance and be creative. And that's really more her style. So she's got a big, bright future ahead of her. I don't know what she'll do with it, but I think that it's probably smart for her to leave when she is.
Jessica, what's going on? Who's going to replace all these staffers who are leaving?
There are plenty of people who want these jobs and to do them for however long, a year to 2 years. Dana's the only one at the table who's actually worked in the White House, but knows how difficult it is. And what I'm sorry, what administration were you part of?
Nixon. I was young, but I was there.
As his chief midwit.
Yes.
Simone Sanders, I just want to double down on what Dana was saying about
Stop
her.
it with the love fest, people.
I sometimes say that Greg made a good point, too. Simone is so talented, and the freestyling, her points, that's what made her so great on CNN as well. After the Bernie campaign, she became a pundit on CNN, and she really cuts to the heart of what people are thinking. She expresses herself in a normal person way, fiercely loyal, and I do think that it stung to not get the press secretary job after literally blocking and tackling for Joe Biden. But I do see this as normal churn, and then they'll have the midterm staff, and then they'll have
churn. This is like
It's
Trump-level
three people?
churn.
No, it's nothing is like Trump-level churn.
It's close.
You never know. Maybe she'll be back. Greg.
I don't know, man. Simone Sanders is probably one of the greatest people
There you go.
just amazing. I don't know how they're going to replace her. Just a phenomenal leader and just incredible. I don't know what else to say. But what are you going to do if you're offered that job now, right? It's like that's like being asked to direct, the next Alex Baldwin Western. No one wants it.
It's very good, Greg.
It is incredible what a disaster Kamala has been, given that there really isn't any piling on from the media. Of course, there's us having fun, but from day one, it was always kid gloves, right? Yep. And yet, with that, it just shows you that you can end up on the rocks if you tick all the boxes, but you don't think about who the person really is. She's become a bastion of a buffoonery, even with people egging, cheering her on. She's going to do good. She's going to do good. The thing is, this could be a great opportunity for somebody to take this job because you can only improve. It's like Eric Adams becoming mayor after de Blasio. Yeah. All you got to do is appear normal and try to make this person normal, and you'll do a better job.
Yep.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.